amigos. Welcome one, welcome all. It's time for another exciting edition of, you guessed it, the show with no name on Vaughn Radio. Now buckle up, because it's time for liftoff.
T-minus 10.
Come on.
9, 8, 7.
We've got
6,
tons to do
5,
today, amigos.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you ready?
0.
Of course you are.
Ignition. Liftoff.
Come on.
Liftoff.
Here we go.
Get ready. Hold on to your hats. Strap on your seatbelt. Fasten your seatbelts. Hold on to your
And
hats.
get ready for the ride of your life.
The show with it's show with no name time.
On Vaughn Radio. Come on. Let's go. Welcome, show with no namers. That's for you. For your effort, your energy. And it's that effort and that energy that you put in every day. That same effort that it takes to master a language. So kudos to you. Bueno, sé que la palabra congratulations is not easy to say. Pues di kudos. Ya está, hecho. It's like, when people get confused with child, singular, and children, plural. Kid, kids. Ya está, solucionado. Or comfortable. Pues di comfy. Se acabó. Hey, there are ways around everything. Hay maneras de esquivar, las cosas que nos den problemas. Like guiris with the subjunctive in Spanish. Oh my God. Guys, I don't know if you realize how difficult it is for us to use the subjunctive tense. It makes me tense. Oh yeah, I've got tons of corny jokes coming your way. And don't forget, folks, you've got so many amazing programs here on Vaughn Radio, programs to help you learn English and to get you excited about English. So download our free Vaughn Radio app and you can learn with us anywhere, anytime. Whenever you've got a few minutes, learn a couple things in English for free. All right. Also, a quick reminder, too, we have got some killer deals going on right now, as well as our summer camps. If you're thinking about signing the kids up for summer camp, now's the time, because spots always fill up quickly, and the date is approaching. Se avecina. It's approaching. Well, the deadline, once the summer starts, we're in full swing. Estamos en pleno auge. Is that how you say it? We're in full swing. So if you're thinking about signing your kids, your niece, your nephew up for our amazing summer camps, which I highly recommend, go to our website, grupovon.com. And remember, you can find everything and anything you need, from summer camps, master's programs, one-to-one courses, group classes. Hey, they're both awesome in their own way. Think about it like a gym. If you go to a Zumba class or a spinning class, it's great. You meet people, you have something in common with those people, but also there's nothing like having your own personal trainer. So think of it like that. If you have a one-to-one or private class, you have your own personal trainer in English, someone who knows you like the back of their hand. Do you know this expression? Well, you say la palma de la mano, no? We say la parte trasera, the back of your hand, porque no es la parte trasera, es la parte que miras, right? That's weird. Like the back of your hand. So go to our website, grupovon.com, and you can find out about all those things and much more. And don't forget, we've also got amazing deals. I mean, killer deals right now on some of our most, amazing materials. We've got Prepare Your C1. That's a whole course that you need to prepare your C1 level exam. That is under 60 euros. That's a complete course, 59.48. You've got Diccionario Prohibido del Inglés. That's a fun one. 10 euros and 45 cents. Vocabulario en Inglés, 6 euros and 25 cents. What else have we got here? Cuentos cortos monstruos, 10 euros and 45 cents. Verbos clave. You can get individual books if you want to look at an individual verb. To do, to have, to get. Man, that's probably the most used verb in the language. Or you can get the whole course. And again, at a killer discount. So stop by our website, grupovon.com, and you can find out about all our courses and all the killer deals we've got going on right now. Now, I imagine it's for a limited time, so don't sleep on it. No lo consultes con la almohada, especially when you've got materials for €1, €2, €6. Again, in all my years, decades with this company, I have never seen such amazing deals. So get on over there and take advantage of these special deals. All right, I guess you guys are itching. No, tener el mono. I guess you are itching to get started with our first challenge. All right, let's do it. It's the Say What soundbite. Say what? What? Also, folks, I've got news for you. I've got some amazing news. Now, if you were listening to the Pro Bow show, which I imagine many of you listen to, Real English with Rob Grams on the Pro Bow show, you talk about, controversial topics, as we call them, hot takes, opiniones poco populares. But hey, these are the kind of conversations you want to be able to have in any language. Well, folks, I've got news for you. We know the host of our last trivia night before the summer break. Our June trivia night, as you know, we have them every month. We just had one recently, hosted by Rob and Andy. Well, guess what? June 2nd, 2026, Vaughn Radio Trivia Night will be hosted by yours truly, un servidor, me. That's right. We're going to go out with a bang. Nos vamos por la puerta grande before our summer break, when everybody goes on holiday. Acuérdate, ahí no ponemos una S. To go on holiday, not holidays, right? In the United States, we say to go on vacation instead of to go on holiday. So jot it down. You have plenty of time to make arrangements, organizarte. It is June 2nd, el 2 de junio, June 2nd. It's at 8 p.m. Get there at 7:30. I start at 8 sharp. Why? Well, my daughter's coming, my wife's coming, and we're usually in bed by 10. So just to give you an idea. Okay. So we're not going late. I can't do it, not just for my daughter, for my own sake. I'm used to going to bed early. Well, early for Spain. Some of my friends are having dinner at 10. At 10, I am off to Never Land. That's right, the Sandman comes. The Sandman, the one who supposedly helps you fall asleep like the Metallica song. Exit light into night. Take my hand. We're off to Never Land. I'm sure you know the song, one of the greatest riffs in rock and roll. So join us on the 2nd of June. It's where it always is, at the Toast Tap Room. It's a wonderful event. Bring the whole family, bring your friends. A good time is guaranteed. Get there 7:30, 7:45. At 8 o'clock, we kick off. And the address is Calle de San Vicente Ferrer, 33. And we'll see you there. Looking forward to it as always. And my daughter's helping me prepare some of the questions already. Yeah, I know it's about a month away still, but hey, I start getting ideas for questions and I start writing them down. So there's no rush. Poco a poco. I already have 2 questions ready. So join us for an amazing evening, a free evening. It doesn't cost anything. There's no admission fee, which is great. These days, it costs money to breathe, it seems, right? Hasta respirar te quieren cobrar. So it is the 2nd of June. It's a Tuesday evening, and we'll see you there. It's a wonderful event, and I'm looking forward to hosting it and looking forward to hanging out, quedando, no estando con vosotros. I'm looking forward to hanging out with all of you. And as always, your other teachers and your fellow classmates will be there as well. Okay, so there it is. It's official. Remember yesterday I gave you the date, but I didn't tell you who was going to be hosting. Well, I didn't know yet. And yesterday, chatting with Rob, I said, who's hosting? He goes, I'm not sure yet. I'm looking. I said, well, if you need somebody to host, count me in. And guess what? He did, and he made an awesome image, which you'll be able to see if you follow Vaughn on social media. Remember, we're on Instagram, we're on X, we're on Facebook, LinkedIn, so you can get all the information. Plus, I'll be reminding you here on the show from time to time. All right, let's take a look at today's Say What soundbite. Now, yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, 3 students got it. So let's see if we can get another 3 students to get it today. Because usually it's 1 person who gets it, or maybe 2, depending on how hard it may be. And yesterday, I don't know if it was because it was easier. Well, it was Orson Welles, who is a master communicator. But excellent job yesterday in general. Let's see if we can do a repeat of yesterday. Here's your Say What soundbite for the first time.
You want to know why? Bret Hart, you're nothing but a selfish person. I went in there in a tag team match for the biggest match of my life. It was a dream come true. I thought I had the best partner in the world.
Listen carefully. Can you hear that? No. Listen closer. I'm not talking about the birds chirping. I'm talking about everybody speaking English and feeling comfortable. Listen. This is what it's like at Vaughntown, a peaceful place where you can really learn English and lose your inhibitions. There's a reason it's one of our star programs. Vaughntown, lose your fear of speaking English. If you want more information about this immersive experience, go to grupovaughn.com or give us a call, 911-385831. Lose your fear of speaking English and express yourself with clarity at Vaughntown. quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Yeah. Let's go. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. That's right, folks. That's right. This is your pop quiz, examen sorpresa, and this comes from just one of the many, many materials that you can pick up over at Von Tienda. Remember, you can also stop by in person, which there's nothing like that face-to-face communication. I mean, that's one of the reasons that we organize the Von Radio Trivia Night once a month. It's an opportunity for us to get together where you're not just listening to us or watching us, but you're actually interacting with us. And as I say, it's something we always look forward to. So please, if you live in Madrid, Barcelona, Bilbao, Vigo, Valladolid, Valencia, Santander, by the way, all of them are amazing cities. I've been to all of them, and I would love to go back to all of them as well. So check it out. If you are in any of those cities, look us up, como decimos en inglés. Esto es un phrasal verb que no ha cambiado. Os explico. Back in the day, when we didn't have social media and smartphones that are making us dumb, we had something called the white pages. The yellow pages was for business, and the white pages is where you could find individuals. And so we used to say, hey, if you're ever in Madrid, look me up. Esto es búscame en la guía. No, es como llame. Es una forma de decir llámame, búscame, contáctame. So look me up. And claro, ahora nadie coge la guía, right? De hecho, normalmente ya le pasas el teléfono. But the expression has stayed the same. Just like roll up your windows. Nobody rolls up windows. We hit a button now. But back in the day, le dabas al manillar and you rolled up the window. One of my favorite ones in Spanish that hasn't changed is tirar de la cadena. Do you still do that? Yeah, maybe if you're in a bar on the A2, or on the A4, you're at a bar in the middle of nowhere. It looks like you're stuck in time. Yeah, but nadie tira de la cadena, le das al botón, right? In English, it's a great word because, well, it is a word that is onomatopoeic. You know how to say it in English? Let's see if you guys know how to say it. Flush. Think about it. Flush. Now, it also means to turn red. Ooh. So I'm going to flush. También se puede decir blush, como el maquillaje. I'm going to flush if you don't flush. We're already playing with some double troubles. As you know, folks, one of the ways you know if you master a language is if you're able to play with words. You're able to not fear words, temer las palabras, las estructuras, sino decir, voy a ver si me hago un juego de palabras. And I do it with my daughter all the time. She's always coming up with jokes. I wonder where she gets that from. And yes, they're corny jokes, or as we call them, dad jokes. All right, well, as always, I want you guys to listen carefully in our pop quiz. We're going to be taking a look at one of our most important materials. It is the Von translation book. You can pick it up individually in the booklets. They're on sale, or you can get them all in one. That's up to you. Either way, they come with audio, which is so important because one thing is reading something and another thing is, am I reading it correctly? Is that how this is said or not? So it's so important for you to not just read our books, but to listen and then, of course, repeat exactly what you heard, how you heard it. All right. So without any further ado, sin más, I'm going to give you a little excerpt from our translation book. And as always, to make sure you're paying attention, I will have some questions for you afterwards. List 4. Hey, I know that
Ya he
voice.
comido.
I've already eaten.
¿Has comido ya?
Have you eaten yet?
Estoy aquí.
I'm here.
Llevo aquí una hora.
I've been here for an hour.
Estoy aprendiendo inglés.
I'm learning English.
Estoy aprendiendo inglés desde hace 3 meses.
I've been learning English for 3 months.
Tengo el pelo canoso.
I have gray hair.
Tengo el pelo canoso desde hace muchos años.
I've had gray hair for many years.
Le conozco.
I know him.
Le conozco desde hace un mes.
I've known him for a month.
Están intentando matarme.
They're trying to kill me.
Llevan varios años intentando matarme.
They've been trying to kill me for several years.
Lo llevo haciendo desde hace algún tiempo.
I've been doing it for some time.
Llevan aquí unos días.
They've been here for a few days.
¿Cuánto tiempo llevas aquí?
How long have you been here?
¿Llevas mucho tiempo con ella?
Have you been with her for a long time?
¿Cuánto hace que la conoces?
How long have you known her?
¿Conoces a sus padres? ¿De ella?
Do you know her parents?
¿Cuándo los conociste?
When did you meet them?
¿Te llevas bien con ellos?
Do you get along with them?
Me llevo bien con todo el mundo.
I get along with everybody.
¿Dónde has estado?
Where have you been?
Te dije que no me gritaras.
I told you not to shout at me.
¿Por qué no lo has leído?
Why haven't you read it?
¿Tengo que darte razones para todo?
Do I have to give you reasons for everything?
List 5.
Ha sido un día muy caluroso.
It's been a very hot day.
Espero que hayas tenido tiempo para pensarlo.
I hope you've had time to think about it.
Ya he comido.
I've already eaten.
Ya se han puesto en contacto con él.
They've already contacted him.
¿Por qué no has hecho nada?
Why haven't you done anything?
¿Ha recibido tu gente la orden?
Have your people received the order?
¿De qué orden estás hablando?
What order are you talking about?
Nunca me ha gustado el ajedrez.
I've never liked chess.
Han estado aquí, ¿no?
They've been here, haven't they?
¿No has tomado medidas?
Haven't you taken any measures?
No han hecho nada.
They haven't done anything.
No la he visto aún.
I haven't seen her yet.
Ese problema nunca ha sido resuelto.
That problem has never been solved.
El plan no ha sido aprobado.
The plan hasn't been approved.
Él ha hecho mucho por mí.
He's done a lot for me.
Él no ha llamado, ¿verdad?
He hasn't called, has he?
¿Has pensado alguna vez en esa posibilidad?
Have you ever thought about that possibility?
Tengo problemas con ellos desde hace mucho tiempo.
I've had problems with them for a long time.
¿Les has pagado ya?
Have you paid them yet?
No les he visto siquiera.
I haven't even seen them.
Ha estado lloviendo todo el día.
It's been raining all day.
¿Lo has firmado ya?
Have you signed it yet?
No lo he firmado todavía.
I haven't signed it yet.
Tienes que firmarlo.
You have to sign it.
No me digas lo que tengo que hacer.
Don't tell me what I have to do.
All right, some really good structures that you need to know. Well, if you want to master basic English, well, this is basic, low intermediate, I would say. This level that we heard today is low intermediate. Well, we're going to make sure you understand the ins and outs of still, yet, already, anymore, también no longer, que es otra que se usa con esa secuencia. Plus, we're going to learn some really, really useful vocabulary that you need to know when you meet someone, cuando conoces a alguien. That and so much more coming up. So, if I were you guys, I wouldn't even think of going anywhere. Stick around. Hello, welcome back. Welcome back, amigos. This is part 2 of today's show with No Name. Thank you so much for joining us today and every day. And I speak on behalf of all of us. Thank you for choosing Vaughn Radio. Also, all of you who take classes with us. Thanks for trusting us with your English. You are in awesome hands. I know that. In fact, I know so many teachers in the master's program, teachers at companies, teachers in the Disney Vaughn English initiative. It's really, we have such a great group of individuals here at Vaughn, and they all go through the Fitz filter. That's what I call it. The Fitz filter, El Filtro Fitz. And you can catch Fitz's show, No Excuses, here on Vaughn Radio. A master class with Fitz every day. Lucky you. Hey, it's like when people ask Richard Vaughn, I want classes with you. He said, yeah, go ahead. You got them on Vaughn Radio every day. The same thing with me. There's only one of us. So obviously, the demand is high, which is great. Thankfully. But at the same time, you can have classes with us every day. You can have 10 hours of class with me every week. Again, for free. That's awesome. All right, here's what I want from you guys. Some really, really practical English in today's pop quiz. All right, the first one. I want you to tell me these two phrases. Encantado de conocerte. I mean, you need to know that. I mean, I said this is low intermediate, but this is beginner stuff because si no, ¿qué hacemos? ¿No? Conocemos gente mucho, right? And remember, to meet, la primera vez, el momento que pasas meet, ya eres know. Porque claro, en español ambos son conocer, okay? So, encantado de conocerte. And the second part of number one is encantado de haberte conocido. So again, the first part is what you say right when you meet them. And the second part is what you say when you've been together for a little while and it's time to say goodbye. Okay, so at the beginning of the first meeting and at the end of the first meeting. Okay, those are the first two phrases I want from you. That's number one. Okay, number two. Ahora le ves a la persona otra vez. Que suele pasar, más si os caísteis bien, if you got along, right? The British say to get on. Americans say to get along. Well, part two of that is me alegro de verte de nuevo, okay? And the second part of number two, lo mismo te digo, okay? So, number two, me alegro de verte de nuevo. And the second part of that is lo mismo te digo, okay? And the last one is a translation. Dale unas vueltas, o sea, piénsalo bien y dime algo a primera hora. ¿Ok? And vamos a intentar no usar tell me something. Porque eso es una traducción literal y sí que, bueno, se puede usar. Pero hay formas más nativas de decir dime algo. Okay. So that's what I'm looking for today. Some totally native vocabulary and phrases that you need to know, especially if you're going to be meeting people in English, which I hope you are. I hope you meet people every time you travel to England or the United States, or you have a business meeting with, global, a global company. Many of you work at multinational companies. Well, that's really important. You have the Christmas party and they introduce you to a Dutch guy. Well, you're going to have to speak to him in English, right? So, okay, encantado de conocerte. Number one, encantado de conocerte. And the second part of that is lo que decimos al final de esa reunión. Encantado de haberte conocido. Number two, me alegro de verte de nuevo. This is ya la segunda vez que dais la semana que viene y el otro te dice, lo mismo te digo, igualmente. Okay, lo mismo te digo, igualmente. Say it however you want, okay? But of course, I want it in English. And the last one, dale unas vueltas, ¿no? Piénsalo, dale unas vueltas y dime algo a primera hora. All right, those are your pop quiz translations. Good luck. We'll see if you guys can figure out these, I think, indispensable sentences. All right. Also, let me give you the Say What soundbite. I'm going to give it to you now for the second time. And right now, as I look in the comments, crickets. So I guess this one's a lot harder than yesterday, because yesterday at this time, there were like 20 comments telling me, oh, I know what they said. So today, not that easy, huh? Well, hey, that's life. Some days are easier, some days are harder, and the sooner we get used to that, the easier it gets. So here we go, folks. Here's your Say What soundbite for the second time. Pay attention.
You want to know why? Bret Hart, you're nothing but a selfish person. I went in there in a tag team match for the biggest match of my life. It was a dream come true. I thought I had the best partner in the world.
Hey, Damian, what's crack-a-lackin', buddy?
Hey, Alberto, I was planning to do some sports this week. What about playing baseball?
Ooh, baseball. I love it. But I'm not sure yet. Can we touch base next week?
Touch base. Estamos en contacto, ¿no? Hablamos en algún momento. Yeah, okay. Let's touch base. Okay, what about basketball? Do you want to play basketball?
Oh, man, I love basketball. It's one of my favorite sports. But I don't know if I can this weekend because I've already got plans. Oh, man, that's the way the ball bounces.
That's the way the ball bounces. Así están las cosas, ¿no? Así bota la pelota. Así bota la pelota. That's the way the ball bounces. I love that expression. Okay, what about tennis? Do you want to play tennis?
Well, I love tennis, but I'm not really a good player. If you don't mind playing with a novice, the ball's in your court, buddy.
La bola está en mi campo, ¿eh? La pelota está en mi tejado. All right. Do you want to play some soccer?
Sure, I'd love to play some soccer, or football, as you call it. What time do we kick off?
Perfect. We're kicking off at 9. Are you available?
Sure, but I might have to play some golf before with some friends. It's par for the course.
It's par for the course. Es lo normal, ¿no? Es lo normalito, lo que se hace.
Mhm.
Okay, what about billiards? Do you like playing billiards?
Yeah, but right now I'm behind the 8 ball.
I'm behind the 8 ball. Estás detrás de la bola 8, como que llevas las de perder.
Yeah, wow, a lot of idiomatic expressions here.
Muy buenas expresiones. Si es que ha sido a gusto aprender inglés con un profe como Alberto y un poquito de creatividad, tienes This Book is the Shit. El mejor libro para aprender inglés que te has echado a la cara in your life. Píllatelo, vas a disfrutar mogollón de dibujos para que lo aprendas todo fácil, con conexiones lógicas y divertidas. Es la manera más sencilla y más divertida de aprender inglés. No te la pierdas.
Damian, you're such a good sport. Te enrollas. You can pick up your copy of This Book is the Shit at
Vaughantienda.com.
It's the shit. That's right. You can pick up This Book is the Shit or many other amazing materials, especially now where we have got some killer deals. I mean, unbelievable deals. Go to our website, grupovon.com. Also, you can follow us on social media. We also have a newsletter. Since I don't use social media very much, I'm very, very selective of who I follow. So I don't think I follow any companies, honestly. But it doesn't matter. You can get it right in your inbox too. And I know many of you don't even use social media, right? So don't worry. We also have a newsletter. If you go to our website, you can get information about anything and everything in the Vaughn world. It's grupovon.com. All right. We were taking a look at our translation book in today's pop quiz. Now, we looked at a lot of great vocabulary, and we'll take a look now at your comments as well. But I wanted to go over this still, yet, already, anymore, and no longer. So what happens here? I've seen students mix them up. Porque uno es ya no. Uno es sigo haciendo tal cosa. So let's go over it. It's our mini lesson. You know, I always like to extract a little lesson or two from the audio that I've chosen. So still something that's continuing, okay? So it is something that started before and continues now. So I started explaining this concept a minute ago. I'm still explaining it now, okay? I moved to Madrid over 20 years ago. I still live in Madrid. Y cuidado, no es steal. Steal es robar. It's not steal. It's still. Ese es el sonido. Como te digo, cuanto antes dominemos este sonido, menos vamos a sonar a this is my car, right? Yo creo que nadie quiere sonar así. Okay, so still. So tell me. Dime tú, en voz alta, ahora mismo, sigo viviendo en tal ciudad. Born to Iron Man, he still lives in Valencia. No still. Es cortito, no es y. No es y latina ni es tan largo el sonido vocal. Ok, so still. I still. Y fíjate, me uno la S con el I para no meter la E delante de la S, que es un error muy común también en cuanto a la pronunciación. Right? Ice es como decir hielo. I still, not I still. All right, el error que suelo oír es I still, no, I still. ¿Oyes la diferencia? I still live, I still live. Y leave es marcharse. So there's another one, right? If you say, I live in Madrid, me marcho en Madrid. Okay, leave, leave, como se escribe. So vamos a decirlo. Y con la pronunciación, como te lo acabo de decir, ¿ok? Todos sabemos hacer ese sonido. Venga, ¿qué dices? I still live, I still live, and fill in the blank. Fill, no feel es sentir. Fill, llenar. Fill in the blank. I still live, uniendo ese I con la S, I still live in whatever city. Ella sigue durmiendo. She's still sleeping. No still, she's still sleeping. Unimos la S de she is, she's still con la S de still. She's still sleeping. ¿Ves cómo no pauso ahí? ¿Por qué? Si son el mismo sonido, pues las uno, right? She's still sleeping. ¿Sigues trabajando ahí? Are you? Yo no diría you, porque no es importante en esta frase. Are you still working there? Are you still working? Mira, como buen americano, quito la G. Nosotros no pronunciamos la G del gerundio. ¿Es correcto? No sé, como te dije ayer, como el if I were you. Pues tienes que corregirle a otros 300 millones de americanos a la vez. Good luck. Yo te espero aquí, ¿ok? So are you still working here? Yeah, I'm still working there. Okay. All right, let's see. The next one, yet. This is when something is expected to happen, but until now, it hasn't. Okay, and it's used in questions and negative sentences. Have you eaten yet? ¿Has comido ya? No, ya te esperaba que ibas a comer. Have you eaten yet? No, I haven't eaten yet. I haven't eaten yet. Okay, let's take a look. ¿Has terminado ya? Have you finished yet? Dime que no. No, I haven't finished yet. I haven't finished yet. ¿Ella ha llamado ya? Has she called yet? No, no ha llamado todavía. She hasn't called yet. Okay? So again, yet expected to happen, but until now, it hasn't. And we reserve it for questions and negative sentences. All right. Already. Already is usually when it's earlier than expected. Okay? We use it when something happens sooner than we had expected it to happen. And let's take a look at it. That's the best way. Ya he comido. Es el ya he. Okay? En afirmaciones. Okay? Ya he comido. I have, pero se puede contraer para un inglés más fluido. I've already eaten. La pregunta que lleva eso. Have you eaten yet? Acuérdate, preguntas yet. Have you eaten yet? Yes, I've already eaten. Or I'm still eating. Sigo comiendo. I'm still, no still. I'm still eating. Ella ya se ha marchado. She's already left. Viene del verbo leave que vimos antes. She's already left. ¿Ha salido ya? ¿Se ha marchado ya? Has she left yet? Yeah, she's already left. Okay? All right. And then any more or no longer, right, is used in negative sentences. Es el ya no. So, él ya no fuma. He doesn't smoke anymore. He doesn't smoke any longer. Son iguales. He doesn't smoke anymore. He doesn't smoke any longer. También se puede usar. He no longer smokes. Pero a veces ahí no podemos doble negar. Entonces ahí no podemos hacer doesn't. ¿Me entiendes, no? So, he doesn't smoke anymore. He doesn't smoke any longer. Or he no longer smokes. All right? I hope you're repeating these aloud with me. Repitiendo siempre en voz alta, ¿ok? Ella ya no vive aquí. Tú, te toca. She doesn't live. ¿Dijiste live o leave? She doesn't live here anymore. ¿Sigue viviendo aquí? Does she still live here? No. She doesn't live here anymore. She doesn't live here any longer. Dámelo con no longer. Ya no vive aquí, pero con no longer. She no longer lives here. ¿Ves? Ahí tenemos que quitar el auxiliar que se usa en la negación. Right? She no longer lives here. Ya no vive aquí. Ya no somos amigos. ¿Ok? Ya no somos amigos. We aren't friends anymore. Con el any longer, dámelo tú. We aren't friends any longer. Y con el no longer, a ver si te sale. We are no longer friends. Ya no somos amigos. We are no longer friends. Okay? So, a little review there. Still, empezó y sigue. ¿No es el sigues haciendo? Sí, sigo viviendo ahí. Sigo tomando esto. Sigo explicando, right? Es el sigo. Okay? As we said, yet in questions and negatives, right? When something is expected to happen, already is in the affirmative, and what was the other? And no longer, any longer, or any more is el ya no. It's when we answer it in the negative sense. Okay? A couple more. Let's see if you get it. Todavía te quiero. Todavía te quiero. Remember, no hay still, no hay una E delante de esa S. I still love you. ¿Cuál es la pregunta? Do you still love me? Yeah, I still love you. Okay. ¿Le has visto ya a él? Have you seen him yet? Mira, fíjate como la H. I don't say have you seen him yet porque me cuesta poner la H. Entonces me lo como. Have you seen him? Digo him. Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Seen her? It's a very famous song. So, te doy la libertad de a veces comerte alguna sílaba porque es inconveniente, es incómodo meterlo en la frase. Right? De ahí viene el I talk to her. Porque si no, tengo que pausar. I talk to her. Ahora estoy exagerando la respiración, pero hay que respirar, hay que parar la frase, respirar, recolocar la boca y todo eso en menos de un segundo. So what do? Por facilidad, quitamos esa H muchas veces en el inglés hablado. ¿Ok? What about sigo de pie? Sigo de pie. I'll give you 2 words there. Elton John. I'm still standing taller than I ever been. Looking like a true survivor. I'm feeling like a little kid. Fíjate que no hay una E delante de esa S, nunca. Bueno, hay una vez, estate, patrimonio, pero olvídate porque no se usa mucho, right? Hay veces que es estate, right? Pero esa es que viene una E, no es porque lo ponemos, es porque viene escrita, ¿ok? I'm still standing taller than I ever been, looking like a true survivor. I'm feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing. All right, what about todavía está en camino? Él todavía está en camino. He's still, unimos esas S, he's still on the way. Ojo, cambiando esa preposición, cambiamos totalmente la frase. He's still in the way, sigue en medio, quítate en medio. Right? I remember a student who told me that once. Alberto, I'm in the way. I said, well, get out of the way. Pues quítate de medio. And she said, I'm on the way. I go, okay, well, I'll see you soon. Pero ves como una letra cambia todo. If you're in the way, you might want to move, right? Especially if there's a big truck coming. If you're on the way, well, it means you haven't arrived at your destination yet. Okay, a couple more. Let's see. Yo ya no vivo en Nueva York. That's based on a true story. Dámelo con los 3. I don't live in New York anymore. I don't live in New York any longer. Y ahora con no longer. I no longer live in New York. Ahora, como siempre, cuando tienes varias opciones, ¿qué es lo que te digo? Elige la que tenga más sentido para ti, right? Choose the one that makes the most sense to you, but understand them all. Because maybe I'll use, one of the times I'll use any longer. One of the times I'll use any more. Why? Well, because those are the ones we use. But you don't have to use all of them. You should know how to use them, and you should definitely understand them. Okay, no me he mudado todavía. I haven't moved yet. Sigo viviendo en ese apartamento. I'm still living in that apartment. Now, if you're British, you say flat. I'm still living in that flat. Okay, ¿te lo han dicho ya? Have they? Have they told you yet? Have they told you yet? No, no me lo han dicho todavía. No, they haven't told me yet. Okay, sigo esperando. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Okay, ya he ingresado en la compañía. I have, otra vez, contracción. No sé por qué los profesores de antaño, yesteryear, como decimos, they told you, do not contract. And you know what I tell my students? Yeah, I guess if you want to sound like a parent reprimanding their child, but the rest of us, we contract. I mean, it's a natural English, it's spoken English. Maybe when you write a formal business letter, but even then, I contract. I'm not, it looks weird. I do not want to come. It sounds very, wow, okay, pues que ha quedado clarísimo. A mí me parece hasta chocante. I do not accept. You know, you're like, okay, well, never mind. Olvídalo, never mind. Okay? Let's see. Another one. No me he hecho rico aún. I haven't gotten gotten or got, si eres británico, acuérdate, el verbo, uno de los verbos más usados y no estamos de acuerdo. Para americanos es get, got, gotten. Para británicos es get, got. Yo soy americano. I haven't gotten rich yet. ¿Has dicho reach? Because reach es alcanzar. Reach is not rich. Escucha la diferencia. Rich, Practica ese sonido, the short I. Rich. Búscate, go to ChatGPT right now and say, ChatGPT, give me a list of common English words with the short I vowel sound, and go through the list until you never say reach, right? Again, beach and bitch, very different. Shit and sheet. I've heard a lot of people put their foots in their mouths with this one. Sure. And, well, because it's not the same sound. Again, I think the most confusing part here is, and it's one of the things that makes English a little bit harder in this aspect, because our grammar is much easier. It's the fact that we have 15 vowel sounds. 15 sonidos vocales. You have 5. And they're always the same. A, E, I, O, U. All right, folks, I can't believe it. We have got to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll take a look at your comments. Plus, we've got tons of stuff to cover in the second half of today's show. I hope you enjoyed our little lesson on still, yet, already, anymore, any longer, and no longer. And as always, practice. Practice aloud, because practice makes perfect. Folks, we'll be right back with much more, so stick around. Yes. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. This is the second half of today's show with no name on Vaughn Radio. That's right. The show with no name. And don't forget to listen to all our amazing programs. You've got the Pro Bow Show with Rob Grams. No Excuses with Fitz. You've also got, what else? Oh, yeah, of course, the Lunchtime Show with Rob and Andy. Speak English with Ruby. Let's Get Random with Jules Linares. Speaking with Confidence with Ale. The Hour to Empower with Jessica Fernandez, where you'll take a look at not just English, but wellness. El bienestar, wellness. You kill 2 birds with 1 stone with Jessica's show. And don't forget about the wacky chiflado. Lo digo porque it takes one to know one. O sea, decimos en inglés, yo lo reconozco porque soy igual. ¿No? Ladrón, condición, cree que son. Tenéis una expresión así, ¿no? It takes one to know one. That's how I know Dave Boys is wacky. Chifladísimo. And you can learn English with Dave Boys on the salad every day here on Vaughn Radio. Plus, you've got Chris Frank and Frankly Speaking. Kick back every evening and make a cocktail with Chris as you work on your English. One of the greatest additions to Vaughn Radio. Very interesting guy, honestly. I could talk to Chris Frank for hours, or I could just listen to him, which is weird for me. Being such a big mouth, a blabbermouth, blah, 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 blah. I like to just listen when I'm with Chris because he always shares some interesting things. And especially if you like wrestling. I love wrestling. El pressing catch, la lucha libre. Oh, man, love that stuff. And I don't think anybody's more of an expert in wrestling than Chris Frank. So, definitely an awesome show. And he's got a very soothing voice, you know? I know my voice can be sometimes, blah, blah, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I get it. I'm very aware of myself, right? I think at 48, if you're not aware of yourself, you're lost. But Chris has a nice kind of relaxing voice while having energy at the same time, which is awesome. So tune in, whatever your favorite show may be. You're going to learn English. You're going to be entertained. And most importantly, you're going to come back. And that's the idea. You know, if you don't, I see it with my daughter. When I sign her up for extracurricular activities, the ones that she likes are the ones where she likes the teacher. I'll quote Richard Vaughn, fall in love with the teacher and you fall in love with the subject, el tema. That's the way it works. So teachers, if you're listening, and I know we do have a lot of teachers that listen to us, and thank you. Thank you, teachers, for educating everyone. And, you know, it's a tough job. It is a tough job. It's not easy being a teacher. You know, you've got a big responsibility. You're educating young minds and older minds too. I was going to say, yeah, all different minds. And well, that's a great responsibility. You have the power. You have the power to make somebody hate something or love something. Remember that next time you're half-assing it, right? Haciéndolo a medio gas. Well, I've got to say, if I had to think back to high school, I would say half of my teachers were there to just collect a paycheck. No, cobrar su nómina y irse a casa, right? I'm sure I hate to say it too, because there are amazing professionals. That's why I said half. And the other half came in every day like, how can I inspire, not just teach, but how can I inspire these kids to bring out the best version of themselves? So I thank you to all those teachers out there. You know who you are, because to you, it's more than just a job. It's a calling, una vocación. All right. Let's see what we've got here. Let's start the second half with a little challenge here. It's homophones on the show with no name.
Homophones on the show with no name. It's homophones time, cause homophones rhyme. They sound the same on the show with no name. The show with no name. Homophones on the show with no name. Cause homophones time, it's homophones rhyme. They sound the same on the show with no name. 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 Show with no name. The show with no name.
That's right. It's homophones here on the show with no name. All right. Here's where I'm going to give you 2 words. And I want you guys to see if you know the words. That's step 1. If you're familiar with the words. And step 2, if you can tell me exactly how these words sound. And if they sound the same or not. All right. I love it. One time somebody said, well, they're kind of homophones. I'm like, no. This is all or nothing here. Either they sound the same. Now, there are exceptions. There are times when it's a homophone in one dialect or one accent and it isn't in another one. That's different. But generally they are or they aren't, right? Okay, so the first word is mentira. Okay, también es mentir. Como buen sustantivo en inglés se puede convertir en verbo. Okay, so it's mentir. También es tumbarse. Okay, o extenderse, ¿no? Si extendemos algo por el suelo, right? What else? Also es yacer, descansar, ¿no? So we say, aquí yace tal persona, okay? So it's got that literary meaning as well. También situarse. This is a good one. So again, this is a very rich word because I know most people know it as mentir o tumbarse, but también otra vez, yacer, situarse, radicar, ¿no? El problema radica en tal sitio o consiste, right? Basarse en. And of course, there are many phrasal verbs, ¿no? So estar tirado, si le ponemos con around, si le ponemos con levantarse tarde, es con in, okay? And then, of course, there are many expressions as well. So, wow, this is definitely one of those words that is really rich. I call these rich words because they have many, many uses. And the second word is not so rich. Nope. But hey, it'll be easier for me to explain then. This has just one use. So the first one has, as I said, 10, 20. We'll look at them in detail. But this second word is sosa cáustica. Unless you're in America Latina, then it's soda cáustica. Another way to say it in English, caustic soda, but nobody calls it that. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, it's used to make soap, que no es lo mismo que soup. ¿Cuántas veces he oído a alguien pedir el jabón del día? Can I have the soap of the day? Excuse me? Okay. That's weird. What do you need to... Are you saying curse words? ¿Estás diciendo palabrotas y te tenemos que limpiar la boca con jabón? So careful with those. Soup, gazpacho, well, cold soup. Soup, chicken soup, and soap is what you wash your hands or your face with. And soap is made with this. Sosa cáustica. That is your second word there. All right. So what are those two words and do they sound exactly the same or not? Also, I'm going to give you the say what soundbite. Again, I see it's tough because I see a lot of comments, but I don't see anybody making heads or tails of it. To make heads or tails, if you can't make heads or tails of it, it's ni papa, no me entero. All right, but don't worry. Again, I'll explain it all at the end of the show if nobody is able to make heads or tails of it. Buenísima expresión. De hecho, heads or tails is cara o cruz. Is that how you say it? Heads or tails, ¿no? When you do a coin toss, you say heads or tails? Heads. Okay, heads tiene la cabeza del presidente, and tails es el otro lado. All right, here we go, folks. Here's your Say What soundbite for the third time. We're getting closer to that final listen.
You want to know why? Bret Hart, you're nothing but a selfish person. I went in there in a tag team match for the biggest match of my life. It was a dream come true. I thought I had the best partner in the world.
Me pregunta el del chiringuito si quiero hacer kitesurf o wakeboard o si prefiero tomarme un bitter cass antes. Me acaba de decir 5 palabras en inglés. Kite, que significa cometa. Surf, que es obviamente hacer surf, pero también significa oleaje. Wake, que es estela, en este caso la estela del barco. Board es tabla y bitter es amargo. Y justo antes, cuando le pregunté si hablaba inglés, me dijo... ¡Pero patatero! Sabemos mucho más inglés de lo que creemos. Solo nos falta asimilarlo y situarlo. Aprende a aprender inglés en cualquier lugar con This Book is the Milk y su secuela, This Book is the Milk 2. te enseñaremos cómo enfocar el inglés, aprovechando todo el inglés que tenemos alrededor y de una manera divertida y adictiva. The Remilk ahora se llama This Book is the Milk Too y viene con audio y nueva portada. Descúbrelos ya en vaughantienda.com.
And what is that applause all about? Good question. That applause is for Alfonso, Cristina Chicago, K Roller Girl, Alberto, Chris Valrol, Born to Iron Man, Nuria, and Juan Lu Chicago. They have participated in our question of the week, and we'll be hearing from them on Friday's show. Now, if you want to participate, you don't have much time left. You can send me your voice note. Send it to me before the end of the day on Thursday if you want to guarantee that it's going to make it on the air. So, and this week's What Food Reminds You of Your Childhood? What food reminds you of your childhood? All right, looking forward to hearing from all of you. And again, awesome job, Alfonso, Cristina Chicago, K Roller Girl, Alberto, Chris Valrol, Born to Iron Man, Nuria, and Juan Lu Chicago. Have you noticed that Juan Lu and Cristina are duking it out? Se están peleando? Not really, obviously. There's a healthy competition between them, and I love it. All right, let's see. I'm going to go over here to the comments. Born to Iron Man says, hello there, folks. Hello, Born to Iron Man. Great to have you on board. Also, Born to Iron Man is participating in our pop quiz. Let's see what he had to say. All right, now remember the pop quiz. If you didn't know these, which it looks like Born to Iron Man is the only one who did. Oh boy, we're in trouble. No sabíais estas frases. Oh God. Okay, pues I'm glad you're going to take note now, right? Because you need to know this, a no ser que no vayas a conocer gente. Okay, so the first one, encantado de conocerte. Nice to meet you. A pleasure to meet you. Nice to meet you. Muy bien. The second one, he says, it was a pleasure knowing you. Nope. It was a pleasure meeting you, or it was nice meeting you. Now, why? Because it was nice knowing you, or it was a pleasure knowing you is hasta nunca. Like, see you never. O sea, so careful. Es bueno que estamos mirando esto, porque le estás mandando a tomar viento. Yeah, de hecho, es una canción de Incubus. Nice to know you, goodbye. O sea, la palabra goodbye después lo explica todo. Nice to know you, goodbye. O sea, ha sido un placer conocerte, pero hasta nunca. No, I think that would be the good translation. So the best way, nice to meet you, when you meet them the first time, and nice meeting you, que viene de it was nice meeting you, ¿no? Pero muchas veces nos comemos el it was. So we use the same one, okay? We use to meet, but it's all about the structure here. So first time, pleasure to meet you. Yo siempre digo nice porque es más cortito y al grano. Nice to meet you. Oh, hi, nice to meet Alberto, I want to introduce you to my friend, Johnny. Hey, Johnny, nice to meet you. Y luego Johnny y yo estamos ahí con mi amigo, estamos hablando y ya toca ir a casa. And I say, hey, it was nice meeting you. See the difference? Nice meeting you was at the end, and nice to meet you is at the beginning. O sea, empleamos el gerundio al final de esa primera cita y empleamos el infinitivo en el primer contacto. Okay? And it was nice knowing you, like, see you, never. Okay, so careful with that one. All right, the next one. Glad to see you again. Excellent, excellent. Glad to see you again. Otra vez se puede usar con nice. Nice to see you again. Nice to see you again. Great job. Y la segunda parte, igual te digo, ¿no? Igualmente, likewise. Muy bien. Born to Iron Man. Hay que saber este likewise. Likewise is have a nice weekend. Likewise. Enjoy the holiday. Likewise, right? It was nice meeting you. Likewise. Esa es clave. Es una palabra todo junto. Excellent job. Born to Iron Man. Knocking it out of the park. All right. And the last one. Think it over. Muy bien. Dale unas vueltas. Piénsalo. over and over and no, si lo piensas, estamos diciendo la misma palabra ahí. Think it over carefully and let me know first thing in the morning. Muy bien, tío. Think it over and let me know first thing in the morning. ¿Y queréis un totally native? Think it over and get back to me. Get back to me es dime algo. Y lo bueno de eso es, puede ser por teléfono, puede ser por email, puede ser por WhatsApp. O sea, eso es una frase que hay que saber. Get back to me. Hey, when you figured out what you want to do, get back to me. Okay, get back to me. Apúntalo como likewise. Hay que saberlo. Okay, estas son frases imprescindibles. Me sorprende que solo Born to Iron Man las conoce. But great. Thank you, Born to Iron Man. And I hope the rest of you have taken note because this is step one of any relationship, right? And what is business? Even if you're saying, well, I'm not looking to meet new friends. Well, guess what? Good business people also understand the importance of good relationships, right? So that's, any good business is based on good relationships with their suppliers, proveedores, with their clients, right? I'm no businessman, but I can tell you that. Hasta ahí llego. Okay, so excellent and great because a lot of people say first time in the morning, a primera hora. No, first thing in the morning. So think it over, dale unas vueltas, or as we said before, sleep on it, ¿no? Consúltalo con la almohada, es otra forma de decirlo. Sleep on it and get back to me first thing in the morning. Wonderful job, Born to Iron Man. I expected nothing less. Let's see. He says, Still Loving You by Scorpions. Absolutely. Also, as I said before, I'm still standing taller than I ever been. So you'll see that still many, many times in music. Let's see. Born to Iron Man says, cree el ladrón que son todos de su condición. Yeah, I guess that would be the equivalent. No te creas que lo entiendo perfectamente la expresión, pero en inglés is if I say, oh man, you are a big eater. Así a ti sí que te gusta comer. Y el otro me mira la tripa y dice, it takes one to know one. Te he visto porque soy igual que tú. O sea, yo te he reconocido porque nos reconocemos entre nosotros. So if that's the same meaning, then that would be the nuance in English. All right, let's take a look at our homophones as well. Okay, Born to Iron Man, the first word is correct. The second word is also correct. And he says they sound alike. All right, te voy a decir, no te voy a mentir, pero nunca he visto sosa cáustica. I'm not going to lie, but I've never seen lie. I'm not going to lie, but I've never seen lie. Excellent job. Yes. Excellent job. Wonderful. Wonderful job. You are doing a great job. I say you, Born to Iron Man, not you, vosotros, because he's the only one participating. I love how they leave you hanging, Born to Iron Man. Well, doesn't matter. You are a lone warrior today, and you can handle it just fine on your own, as you're proving with all the different sections today. So, wow, kudos to our buddy Born to Iron Man. Today he gets the gold medal. All right, let's look at this word lie really quickly, though, before we move on, because it's a weird one. As I said, it's got many uses. So let's take a look at him. Why do you always have to lie? I don't like lies. So verbo, sustantivo. He's a compulsive liar. Liar, L-I-A-R. Ya cambia un poco como se escribe, right? If I lie on the sofa, I'll fall asleep. To lie out, tomar el sol. To lie in es dormir más, es lo mismo que sleep in, dormir más que la cuenta. Aposta. Okay? Laura, let's see. Lara, I said Laura. I was thinking of lovely Laura. Lara's toys were lying all over the floor. That's based on a true story. O sea, extendidos, tirados por todo el suelo, right? His body lies in the cemetery. Yace, right? Situarse. The house lies in the valley, en el valle, right? And also, as I said, you've got other ones too, to lie around. Don't just lie around and do nothing. Okay, estar tirado. So excellent job. Yes. All right, it's time for today's Spelling Bee.
Spelling bee. Spelling bee. Spelling bee. Spelling bee. Spelling bee.
That's right, folks. This is your Spelling Bee, and this is round one. All right, let's see. Now, round one is for my superstars only. So if you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen, como decimos. Si no aguantas la presión, el calor, en este caso, en inglés, heat significa presión, right? You can't take the heat, huh? La tensión, la presión. Well, the expression is, if you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen. All right, here we go, amigos. This is today's Spelling Bee round one. The first word is Jerrie space MOCK. The second one is AROUND hyphen THE hyphen WORLD. The third one is SOLO space FLIGHT. The fourth one is SPIRIT space OF space COLUMBUS. The fifth one is 29 and a half space DAYS. And the last one is PORT space COLUMBUS. Yeah, I know that was fast. I told you. I warned you. I told you it was not for the faint of heart. No apto para cardíacos, al menos esa primera ronda. All right, in a moment, I got to do it right now because if not, we're going to run out of time. Here is round two, amigos. All right, the first word is JERRIE space MOCK. The second one is AROUND hyphen THE hyphen WORLD. The third one is SOLO space FLIGHT. The fourth one is SPIRIT space OF space COLUMBUS. The fifth one, 29 and a half space DAYS. And the last one is PORT space COLUMBUS. Folks, we'll be right back with the fourth and final part of today's show. So stick around. Yes, welcome back, folks. Welcome back. This is, I can't believe it, the fourth and final part of today's show with No Name. Thank you to all of you who tune in, whether you tune in the mornings, first thing in the morning. Lo hemos visto antes. A primera hora. Kudos to you for starting your day on the right foot. Or maybe you tune in from 6 to 8 p.m. Well, whenever you do, thank you. And maybe you don't tune in on the Vaughn Radio app and you listen to the podcast. Thank you just the same. No matter how you tune in, I appreciate you. Thank you. And remember, if you like this show, you'll love all our other shows too. They're all unique in their own way. Not just the shows, but the teachers that host them. Unique individuals that I love spending time with. I gotta be honest. You don't choose who you work with. Well, in that case, then, call me lucky. I work with some of the most amazing people in the world. I mean that. If not, I just won't say anything. My mother's rule was, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Right? Bite your tongue. Oh, siempre me lo decía mi madre. Alberto, bite your tongue. Yeah. Hey, that's how you learn idiomatic expressions, right? From your mom, your dad, from school, from TV. That's why you won't hear too many teachers tell you this, but watch more series. What? Yeah, as long as you watch them in English. Why not? Very often, my daughter will say something to me, and I'm like, where did you learn that? Me quedo, vamos, boquiabierto. This morning, I said, where did you learn that? She said, SpongeBob. And I said, oh, my God. Okay, wow. Me suelta algo totally native y me quedo de piedra. So, yeah, there's no wrong place to learn as long as you're absorbing all the English around you. All right, folks, are you ready for a little challenge? Of course you are. It's our double trouble.
Double trouble, baby. Yeah, you know what time it is. Give it up. Double trouble. I said double trouble. Double trouble. I said double trouble.
That's right, folks. It is our double trouble here on the show with No Name. All right, let's see what we've got for today's double trouble. Oh, wait. What's that? Maybe that's a little clue. No, it's definitely a clue. All right, here we go. Él acaba de tener un infarto. God forbid, como decimos en inglés, que no pase, right? God forbid. Él acaba de tener un infarto. Sed compasivo. All right, estás diciendo a nosotros que, no? So compassion, it deals with the idea of compassion, this idiomatic expression we're going to look at today. Okay? So él acaba de tener un infarto. Sed compasivo. Okay? No le des tanta caña. I remember one time I was working at a pub. Trabajaba en un pub en el centro de Madrid. And the owner said to the manager, oye, dale a Alberto mucha caña. Yeah, he had it in for me. No le caía bien. But in that case, I wish he would have just fired me. And she said, Alberto, Paco ha dicho que te tengo que dar mucha caña. Digo, no le has entendido bien. Ha dicho, dame muchas cañas. Que me des cerveza cada media hora, una cañita. I heard what I wanted to hear there. Okay, so él acaba de tener un infarto. Sed compasivo. All right, that's your double trouble. Good luck. Also, I'm going to give you the Say What soundbite. It seems really tough today, but don't worry because I'll give you the answer in just a little bit. Here it is for the fourth and final time.
You want to know why? Bret Hart, you're nothing but a selfish person. I went in there in a tag team match for the biggest match of my life. It was a dream come true. I thought I had the best partner in the world.
¿Te gustaría abrir puertas a nuevas oportunidades y estar listo para cualquier desafío? Con el máster de inglés del Grupo Vaughan podrás transformar tu futuro. Este programa intensivo te ayudará a dominar el inglés profesional, perfeccionar tu comunicación y ganar la confianza que necesitas para conseguir tus objetivos. Nuestros profesores Vaughan especializados te prepararán para afrontar en inglés todas las situaciones de comunicación en un entorno profesional. No dejes que el inglés sea una barrera. Invierte en tu futuro con el máster de inglés profesional del Grupo Vaughan. Llámanos al 91-133-5833 o entra en grupovaughan.com.
That's right, amigos. If you're interested in our masters, Disney Vaughn English, private classes, group classes, and of course, our summer camps, which I don't have to tell you, naturally, they fill up every year. And I don't know, I haven't seen the latest numbers, but usually around these dates is when you have less to choose from. Yeah, well, dates start filling up. All right, let's take a look over here. It looks like we might have a winner here in today's Double Trouble. No surprise here. He is the Lone Ranger. The Lone Ranger. ¿Cómo lo decís en español? A ver si. The Lone Ranger. Ah, no lo pone aquí. The Lone Ranger. Pues era un personaje cuando yo era un chaval y creo que hasta cuando mi madre era un chaval. Lone es solitario. El llanero solitario. The Lone Ranger. Born to Iron Man. That's going to be your new nickname if your fellow students leave you hanging. But again, I think you're handling it just fine, buddy. All right. He says he just had a heart attack. Have a heart. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lone Ranger strikes again. Wow. Excellent job, dude. He just had a heart attack. Have a heart. Have a heart is another way of saying have some compassion. Be compassionate. No compassionate, sino it. S-A-T muchas veces. Passionate, no passionate, right? So he just had a heart attack. Have a heart. And that word heart, quiero que te imagines la palabra sin la E, porque la E descoloca a la hora de leerlo. Heart. Get it out. Quiero que veas la palabra en tu cabeza J-A-R-T. Y no la J española, ¿eh? No quiero heart. Quiero una respiración de J. Heart. Dilo conmigo. I know you can do it. Heart. He just had a heart attack. Have a heart. Excellent job, buddy. All right, let's also check our spelling bee answers. And ladies and gentlemen, the Lone Ranger strikes again. All yours today, buddy. They're making it easy for you.
El llanero solitario es un personaje ficticio creado por el escritor Frank Stryker. Es un ranger de Texas enmascarado del viejo oeste de los Estados Unidos. All right, you catch my drift. Hey, you are the Lone Ranger, but instead of riding a horse, you ride a bike. All right, well, these words in our spelling bee had to do with the first around-the-world solo flight by a woman. That's right. Yeah, there are many firsts in the world of aviation. I guess that's why we were hearing that propeller plane. Propeller, you say hélice, right? That's not a jet engine that you're hearing.
In fact, you know the movie Airplane? Aterriza como puedas. Do you know the sound in the background is not the sound of a jet? Fíjate la próxima vez que lo ves. The sound effects that they use are from a propeller airplane. Why? Well, because they thought it sounded more like a plane. Even though jets have like a, this is more of a zzz. That's kind of the sound that you hear in the movie Airplane. But it's not. It's supposed to be a jet, a commercial jetliner. But sometimes when you do sound effects, well, you got to manipulate it. But this was done in a propeller airplane, and it happened today in 1964, 1964. A woman from the United States named Jerry Mock. Jerry, burlarse. Yeah, to mock, M-O-C-K, es burlarse de alguien. Are you mocking me? No, I'm not mocking you. I never make fun of my teacher. Well, Jerry Mock completed the first around-the-world airplane flight by a woman. Okay, so number one was Jerry Mock, the woman's name. Number two was around the world, around the world, around the world, around the world. Number three was solo flight. Yeah, we use the word solo. Hey, Alberto, who are you going to the dance with? I'm going solo. Yeah, a veces te copiamos en las palabras buenas, ¿no? Siesta, fiesta, amigo, solo. Solo flight. The name of the aircraft was Spirit of Columbus. That was number four, Spirit of Columbus. ¿Cómo me preguntarías cuánto tardó? ¿Cuánto tardó? How long did it take? How long did it take her to fly around the world? It took her, sería la respuesta, it took her 29 and a half days to circumnavigate the globe, obviously with stops. They didn't have fuel tanks like they do these days. In fact, now, if I'm not mistaken, the longest flight, last time I checked, is from Newark, which is right next to New York City, to Singapore. And I think it's a little bit, it's almost 20 hours, dirían 19 horas y algo. So look at how far we've come since 1964. I mean, that's basically going around the world, right? 19 hours or longer. And so the plane took off, despegó, and landed at the Port Columbus International Airport. And that was number 6 in our spelling bee, Port Columbus. So excellent job. Born to Iron Man, our Lone Ranger. All right, are you ready? We're going to the movies. Name that movie. All right, here we go, amigos. A town marshal. Now, the word marshal, we looked at this the other day when we were talking about the Paw Patrol. A marshal is mariscal, jefe de policía. So a town marshal, despite the disagreements. Okay, now, despite or in spite of, pero no mezclamos. Okay, apunta. Despite the disagreements or in spite of the disagreements of his newlywed bride. Okay, su novia recién casada. Newlywed. They're newlyweds. Recién casados. Okay, his newlywed bride and the townspeople, también se puede decir townsfolk, right? Como vimos merfolk el otro día, la gente del pueblo, around him must face a gang of deadly killers alone at high noon. Okay, high noon is how they would say noon. No, porque el sol está en lo más alto. High noon. When the gang leader, an outlaw, fuera de ley, he sent up years ago, arrives on the noon train. To send up means mandar a la cárcel. De hecho, they sent him up the river. Y si lo piensas en New York City, no sé en otros sitios, porque viene antes de New York City, to send him up the river, pues todas las cárceles están más al norte. So tiene que subir el río para llevarle a la cárcel. So a town marshal, ahora que sabemos todo el vocabulario, a town marshal, despite the disagreements of his newlywed bride and the townspeople around him, must face a gang of deadly killers alone, like the Lone Ranger, at high noon, when the gang leader, an outlaw he sent up years ago, arrives on the noon train. All right, let's take a look at the scene here. What do you want? Says Marshall, the Marshal. His name's Will Kane. Okay, hey, we looked at Citizen Kane yesterday. I wonder if there's any relation. So Marshal Will Kane says, what do you want? ¿Qué quieres? And Johnny says, I found them, all but Mr. Henderson. Todos menos el señor Henderson. And Marshall says, I found him. Thanks. Yo le encontré. Gracias. And Johnny says, you're welcome, Marshall. Let me fight with you. I ain't afraid. Déjame luchar contigo. Yo no tengo miedo. No contra ti. Contigo, tu equipo. And the marshal says, no. And Johnny's begging him, rogando, please, let me, Marshal. And Marshall says, you're a kid. You're a baby. No kid, kid. Ese sonido, otra vez. You're a kid. You're a baby. And Johnny says, I'm 16. I can handle a gun, too. También puedo manipular o soportar, aguantar una pistola, también. And then Marshall says, you're 14. Tienes 14 años. What do you want to lie for? Vimos la palabra lie, mentir, que suena exactamente como sosa cáustica. Is that how you say it? What do you want to lie for? ¿Por qué quieres mentir? And Johnny says, I'm big for my age. Please, Marshall, porfa, porfa. And Marshall says, well, you're big for your age, but no. Go on. Get out of here. Lárgate de aquí. The movie is High Noon. It's an awesome classic Western, and it stars Gary Cooper and Grace Kelly. All right, folks, it's time for You're Joking.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, what did the guy say when he walked into the bar? Ouch. Ouch. You get it? Ouch. He walked into the bar. You're joking.
All right, some heart jokes. Why not? Ya que estamos. What did the heart say to the lungs? ¿Qué dijo el corazón a los pulmones? What did the heart say to the lungs? You take my breath away. You know it from Top Gun, right? Take my breath away. Do, 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 do. Take my breath away. So what did the heart say to the lungs? You take my breath away. Ojo con el error común ahí. Breath, respiración. Breathe es el verbo respirar. All right, one more. Why did the heart need to rest? Why did the heart need to rest? Well, because it was beat. No, it was beat. Well, beat, what you just heard there is a heartbeat. Pum, 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 pum. Latido, you say? But also to be beat is estar reventado. Why did the heart need to rest? Because it was beat. All right, folks, it's time for famous birthday trivia.
Famous birthdays for you. Famous birthdays for me. Famous birthdays for everyone on the show with no name. Birthdays for him.
That's right, my amigos. Number one is a one-hit wonder. Un artista que solo sacó una canción, bueno, una que triunfó. We call it a one-hit wonder. But I got to say something. The song is brilliant. It's a beautiful song. Although, again, you won't hear too many other songs from this Swedish singer-songwriter. I thought he was American, but no, he's Swedish. Well, he's American because of descent. His father was a famous jazz artist named Don Cherry. Yeah, Don Cherry. How do you say cherries? Ciruelas? No, cherry. Now I can't remember. Mira, lo malo también de ser bilingüe, tienes un pifostio en la cabeza que no sabes ni qué idioma. Cereza. Mira si sé la palabra. Cereza. So, Señor Cereza, Don Cherry, and also the Swedish artist Moki Cherry. And this guy's got kind of a weird name. But the song, Save Tonight, we'll fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone, save tonight. Búscalo, es un temazo, Save Tonight. Number two, this actor, American actor, classic actor, was born in 1901 today. He was a major movie star, well, right at where they got into the talkies. Talkies es cuando empezaron a tener sonido en las películas. So he saw that transition, and he's been in everything. Farewell to Arms, Meet John Doe. John Doe es el cadáver no identificado. Mr. Deeds Goes to Town. High Noon. You mean today's name, that movie? Yeah, I just said his name moments ago. And this Canadian wrestler was born today in 1965. He was known as the Blue Angel, the Blue Blazer. And sadly, he lost his life in the ring. He was coming down from the rafters, desde arriba, and they were bringing him down on like this cable. And, well, the cable didn't hold. And he died in front of everyone. It's a very, very tragic story. His brother is Brett the Hitman. Bueno, su apellido suena como corazón. So if you want to see a tragic story, check out the story of this man. All right, today's famous birthdays. Number one, Eagle Eye Cherry. Toma nombre, ¿eh? Se nota que sus padres son artistas. Eagle Eye. Yeah, ojo de halcón. Cereza. Eagle Eye Cherry. Number two, Gary Cooper. Trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper. Great, Gary Cooper. And last but not least, Owen Hart. If you want to see a tragic story, check out the story of Owen Hart. Many of you knew his brother too if you watched wrestling. I'm sure Chris Frank will mention it on the show today too. But, well, the equipment malfunctioned and he lost his life in an event called Over the Edge in 1999. And it was in front of a live audience. So, wow. And since it's wrestling, people even thought it was scripted. So may he rest in peace, Owen Hart. All right. And that'll bring us to our Say What soundbite. It's Owen Hart. And he's obviously pre-match, antes de una pelea. You want to know why? ¿Quieres saber por qué? Bret Hart, he's talking about his brother because it's the Hart family. So have a heart. Bret Hart, you're nothing but a selfish person. I went in there on a tag team match. Now, a tag team es cuando son dos en el equipo. Okay, tag team, un equipo, ¿no? Toca, me toca. Okay, dame a mí. Ahora yo entro. Ahora tú entras. A tag team match for the biggest match of my life. It was a dream come true. I thought I had the best partner in the world. Here he is, the late difunto Bret Hart. No, Owen Hart. Bret is still alive, his brother.
You want to know why? Bret Hart, you're nothing but a selfish person. I went in there in a tag team match for the biggest match of my life. It was a dream come true. I thought I had the best partner in the world.
All right, folks, that's for you. If you were participating from home, awesome job. Excellent. If you'd like to participate in our question of the week, you still have a couple hours left. And we're going to say goodbye with Eagle Eye Cherry, the one-hit wonder birthday boy, and his song, Save Tonight. We'll fight the break of dawn come tomorrow. Thank you, and ciao for now. Stay tuned. Ooh, come on.